Let me ask you about Aaron Glenn. He's calling plays, which was also in your column for NFL.com. It's in the YouTube description down below. He didn't call plays last year. He got hired, and he assigned that role to Steve Wilks. It did not work, of course. So Steve Wilks was fired at the end of last year. Aaron Glenn's taking it over. How confident should Jet fans feel about Aaron Glenn calling plays? Because last year didn't go well when he had his normal head coaching responsibilities. Now he has to call plays simultaneously while also being the head coach.
I'll say this, and I'll say, like, as a head coach, you don't know what you don't know until you get in it. It's a job that nothing prepares you for being a head coach. Being a very successful coordinator does not necessarily translate into great results as a head coach because the two job descriptions are completely different. I will say this, though. Every player, every coach, every front office executive should always play to their strengths. And one of the superpowers, as Aaron Glenn described it, is he felt like calling plays is his superpower. And when you watch his teams back in Detroit, how they adapted, because I watched those guys, and I'll say full disclosure, Aaron Glenn and I have a friendly relationship. We were in the same draft class. We've been friends throughout the years. When I watched him in Detroit, he went from being a guy that had to play man-to-man with what he had to not having enough to do that, to going to zone, to going back to man-to-man and bringing pressure. Last year, I would say that there were probably philosophical differences in the way he wanted the defense to go. I love Steve Wilks. I'm a friend of Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks is a great D coordinator when he plays the way that he wants to play, with zone, guys, veteran presence, doing those things. AG is far more aggressive when it comes to the pressure and also in terms of trying to take away the layups on the perimeter by doing press coverage. To me, it makes more sense. If you want to get the job done right, you want to do it your way. I think him taking the call sheet really matters. And I think you're also seeing this at a time where more head coaches are doing that. Former Jets head coach Robert Saleh going to Tennessee, he's saying, I'm going to call the defense. He didn't do that in New York. I think more guys want to take control of their own fate by being able to say, look, let me do what I've done well to get to this point. Why would I give that up? And this is Aaron Glenn acknowledging, yeah, I should never give up something that I'm really good at.